riders, y'all. I was drunk as hell with a friend way back down by Scott's Edition off a mainline track. He said what was on his mind, like I never heard it. And then in come this train called the 170. I heard it air up and felt it pull. They say that rain on the face cuts when you deserve it. And I sat and I thought, all that ain't right is over for at least tonight. And if I die trying now, I won't die wondering how life could have turned out. Does that make sense, homie? Don't be afraid to die, motherfucker. Be afraid not to live. Train hauled ass and made good time down past Rocky Mountain on that old seaboard line. My friend just slept and I sat there silent. I had some whiskey and some smoke and time to think it all out. It made sense, this whole heading south. Sometimes it's best to slow your pace when you can't control it. And I sat and I thought, all that ain't right is over for at least tonight. And if I die trying now, I won't die wondering how life could have turned out. Jacksonville, the train broke up. My legs are stiff, I thought I'd walk it off. My friend faced west and mentioned Pensacola. How did the truck stop deal? It prayed on four wheels. Sat in my bag and heard a jailbreak scream. I saw my face in a window and I thought, I know him. And I sat and I thought, although it ain't right, I'm not heading home tonight. And if I die thinking right here, I won't die wondering how life could have turned out. Thank you, Ellie Pishka. What am I doing? Someone just said, you're my favorite Tim Barry. In Richmond, Virginia recently, there's a man named Tim Barry who moved there. And I met him, and he's fucking awesome. I was so worried. Hey, I'm gonna sing a song for my dad. My dad's a Vietnam vet. Your parents talk to you about anything that happened in their life ever? Some I know. They're Catholic though, they sweep that shit under the rug. I put it in the wide fucking open. My mom's remarried to a man named John. He's awesome. He's also a Vietnam vet. My dad and John do not talk. So I was very surprised a while back when we were at a family gathering at my sister's house, and my dad and John were sitting on the couch talking. And it's because of me, I'm like, what the fuck y'all talking about? And they both said that they just watched that Ken Burns documentary on Vietnam. And I said, what, like, I hadn't seen it. They said, you really need to watch it. And I said, well, what? What are y'all talking about? And he said, that we both feel lucky. It's crazy that something like as intense an experience as that as a young person can bring you together later in life. And I know a lot of folks who've been through a lot of intense things, including service overseas. So I want to sing a song for them. This song is based on a conversation I had with a man in South Hill, Virginia, and it's called South Hill. When my girl got pregnant, well, I dropped right out of school. But there's no work in South Hill, so what else could I do? The recruiters came a-knocking when this whole damn thing began. They promised me a college education, food and medicine. They said I wouldn't spend a dime if I got deployed overseas. Plus Baghdad is safer now than old Washington, D.C. So I signed that dotted line right quick, and in a blink of an eye, found myself at Fort Benning, where I practiced forming lines. Well, Fallujah became my home, my comfort and my dread. The Marines, they came through first. Man, they tore this place to shreds with the sound of crushing Amtraks and the whine of their Humvees. Calling in them A-10 airstrikes, man, I wish I could have seen it. But when we got to town, I realized we were only legs. We do dismounted patrols, we do searches and do raids. We hear the crack of small arms firing the blast from IEDs. We hurry up and wait, sucking dust and stones feet. Then I cannot stop this pounding in my head. I thought we were doing right, but that's not what folks back home have said. Sometimes I can't tell which way is up or which is down, but I'm oddly at ease with this chaos all around. Then one day out on patrol, doing time out in the heat, we were ordered to a neighborhood to talk to folks out on the street, to gather information on where some weapons may be stored, or see if the Mujahideen had hauled them off out of Fallujah and to the north. Well, my platoon got lost and made more than one wrong turn. We should have called in our position fast, but we blamed each other first. Then we started taking sniper fire. Goddamn them all. We couldn't find a shooter nowhere. He had us pinned down one and all. Well, friendlies, they caught up, and we took back that goddamn street. But something wasn't right, and I was feeling really weak. My adrenaline was high, and I was scared, and I could hardly breathe. I heard Doc argue with Sarge that morphine might kill me. That's the last thing I remember, that and the heat and clear blue sky. And thinking about my girl back home, my daughter's little eyes. I took that bullet in Fallujah. I'm laid up in Germany.